Getting over exes is nearly impossible. You can block them on social media, delete their digits and avoid any and all places you might run into them. But in the end, none of that will matter. Where there's a will, there's a way. This means that no matter how much you try to erase them from your thoughts, they will find a way to show up again. I'll be the first to admit that sometimes, I find myself getting all nostalgic and weepy over ex-boyfriends I haven't spoken to or seen in a year or two. I sometimes wish we were back together, laughing at our inside jokes and pretending that our relationship was really good. The problem is, in doing so, I forget about the times it was actually pretty bad. Since most of us don't have any effective ways to really kick our exes to the curb, I figured I'd ask the people who truly know how to get that job done. By the way, those people are never friends. Friends give the most biased and sometimes useless advice when it comes to getting over someone you deeply loved. That's why I asked psychologists about the tricks they have for getting over an ex in 30 days or less. 1. Date yourself. There is a philosophy called dating yourself that is a perfect mindset for anyone to have if they want to get over their ex. Essentially, dating yourself is where you treat yourself how you would want or expect a significant other to treat you. This can include things like giving yourself a bubble bath, buying yourself flowers or treating yourself to a nice night on the town. 2. Get busy. It takes about a month to form new neural pathways in one's mind, so the best thing to do is to get busy and pack your day with activity. Most people sink into depression when a relationship ends. This is especially true for the person who is left. Doing things you like to do with other people will lift your mood and distract your mind from ruminating about the relationship. Exercise is always a great bet. Clearing out clutter is also a great way to feel better fast. 3. Live and learn. Learn from the past. Stop and take stock of what's changed in your life since you began that relationship. And don't forget to ask yourself things like, what did this relationship teach me? What parts of it worked? What parts didn't work for me? Did I have a role in the negative? Is there something I can do to change that in the future? 4. Think of what you won't miss. Yes, breakups are like trauma that can be healed quickly. It's common to go back and forth from missing your ex to being angry. The problem is, your brain can't start putting this in the past unless it understands that your ex was not all good or all bad. Your job here is to pair the things you will miss about them, when they pop into your mind, with the things about them that you won't miss. 5. Surround yourself with people who love you. Don't isolate. You don't have to go right out and date again. In fact, I suggest going slow with that, but you should have a social life with friends and family. Even if you don't think you feel ready to see people, see your closest friends and spend time with them. They'll help you heal, and remind you that you still have people who love you. 6. Get off social media for a bit. Social media has made it harder for women to stop obsessing over a partner, so the first thing a psychotherapist recommends is to unfriend someone, at least until you are over them, or make commitment not to check their page. In addition, you will need to be careful of the pages/posts of mutual friends where you can see pictures and hear things about the ex and possibly the new person they are dating. 7. Get rid of ex reminders. Old mementos are best left in the trash. These can be small, inexpensive gifts and mementos, cards, and letters. Even clothing that once belonged to the ex should be purged. These are all reminders that can trigger strong emotions and memories that lead to obsession. 8. Resist the temptation to stage run-ins. Accidentally running into your ex might be tempting, but it's best to avoid. I know this may sound rather elementary, but this one is important. The very best way to move on is to eliminate all forms of contact, including meeting in person. That means not planning a run-in at your local coffee shop or gym. Rearrange your schedule if you need to. 9. Visualize your future, without them. A vision board might seem corny, but it might just work for you. In other words, imagine how good your life will be when you have finished grieving the loss of your ex. The more details you can flesh out, the better your chances of bringing your new vision to life. Make a vision board of what you want for your future if it helps. 10. Don't contact them. Think about it. When has calling an ex resulted in anything good? This is a big one. Initiate a no-contact rule until you have done your grieving and moved on to a place of acceptance that it is over. As long as you can rationalize there is even a glimmer of hope that your ex still has feelings, has concern for how you are doing or wants to hear about what is going on in your life, you will not be able to break the cycle of obsession. 11. Get support from friends. Don't be afraid to rely on your friends for a few weeks. There is nothing wrong with asking your friends to encourage you to stop talking to or about your ex. Instead, ask them to encourage you to lick your wounds and take steps to move on with your life. 12. Plan a vacation. If you can, you might as well pull an eat, pray, love. When you go through an intense breakup, it can feel like where you live is a standing reminder of the relationship you lost. Sometimes the best way to break out of a rut is to try something dramatically different. Take that vacation you've always dreamed of. Invite your best girlfriends, or better yet, go solo. There is nothing more liberating than traveling alone, and you'll remember how great being single can feel. 13. Move or redecorate. Moving might be emotional, but it'll pay off in the end. If you shared your living space with the ex, it's going to be hard to move on when everything in your home reminds you of them. Consider moving to a new area of your town to get a fresh start if your lease is nearly up. At the very least, move around some furniture and repaint the walls. 14. Start dating again. You don't have to jump right into Tinder, but try to start dating again at some point. Get on a dating app and start dating again. You might not enjoy it at first. Perhaps you won't be able to stop thinking about your ex on a few inevitable bad dates. But make dating again a habit. As the saying goes, you fake it till you make it. At the very least, dating apps can help preoccupy you while your heart continues to heal. 15. Get professional support. Talking to a therapist might help you a lot. If it's been months and you're still obsessing to the point that you're having a difficult time functioning socially, at home, at work, and perhaps in school, it may be time to see a therapist. There is nothing wrong with seeking professional help. All that matters is that you stop obsessing over your ex. Without them, a vision board might seem corny, but it might just work for you. In other words, imagine how good your life will be when you have finished grieving the loss of your ex. The more details you can flesh out, the better your chances of bringing your new vision to life. Make a vision board of what you want for your future if it helps. 10. Don't contact them. Think about it. When has calling an ex resulted in anything good? This is a big one. Initiate a no-contact rule until you have done your grieving and moved on to a place of acceptance that it is over. As long as you can rationalize there is even a glimmer of hope that your ex still has feelings, has concern for how you are doing, or wants to hear about what is going on in your life, you will not be able to break the cycle of obsession. 11. Get support from friends. Don't be afraid to rely on your friends for a few weeks. There is nothing wrong with asking your friends to encourage you to stop talking to or about your ex. Instead, ask them to encourage you to lick your wounds and take steps to move on with your life. 12. Plan a vacation. If you can, you might as well pull an eat, pray, love. When you go through an intense breakup, it can feel like where you live is a standing reminder of the relationship you lost. Sometimes the best way to break out of a rut is to try something dramatically different. Take that vacation you've always dreamed of. Invite your best girlfriends, or better yet, go solo. There is nothing more liberating than traveling alone, and you'll remember how great being single can feel. 13. Move or redecorate. Moving might be emotional, but it'll pay off in the end. If you shared your living space with the ex, it's going to be hard to move on when everything in your home reminds you of them. Consider moving to a new area of your town to get a fresh start if your lease is nearly up. At the very least, move around some furniture and repaint the walls. 14. Start dating again. You don't have to jump right into Tinder, but try to start dating again at some point. Get on a dating app and start dating again. You might not enjoy it at first. Perhaps you won't be able to stop thinking about your ex on a few inevitable bad dates. But make dating again a habit. As the saying goes, you fake it till you make it. At the very least, dating apps can help preoccupy you while your heart continues to heal. 15. Get professional support. Talking to a therapist might help you a lot. If it's been months and you're still obsessing to the point that you're having a difficult time functioning socially, at home, at work, and perhaps in school, it may be time to see a therapist. There is nothing wrong with seeking professional help. All that matters is that you stop obsessing over your ex.